Hi, I'm Battalion Chief Brian Taylor. This is the Firehouse Meal Program. As always, we're going to go inside a local firehouse and see what they're making for dinner. Today we're at Fire Station 17 in Virginia Beach in the Sandbridge section. But before we go in, let's take a look at a story about what goes into making a good firehouse cook.
Well, you know how it is whenever anybody comes new to the shift. You sit down and you have a little talk with them and you start talking about, what they've done in the past, where they came from, and what kind of education they have, what kind of experience they have. So we started talking about cooking. He said, well, what do y'all do about meals? And I said, we usually rotate meals. He said, He said, I can't cook. I said, what do you mean can't cook? He said, no, I don't know how to cook.
Well, when Art first said that, we says, what do you mean you don't cook? He says, well, I don't cook. I've never had to cook at a station. I told the guys I didn't cook, so I never cooked. And the first thing I said, well, guess what? You're gonna learn how to cook at 60 years old.
We were in the kitchen talking and he leaned up against the counter and said, I guess it takes desire. Desire to want to cook. And I said, you hit the nail on the head. I said, because cooking is all about desire. I said, because you know what? It's not gonna be long before you learn how to cook. You're gonna be all excited about wanting to come into the fire station and cook for the fellas.
And he kind of hesitated a little bit, but didn't have much to say after that. And from then on, we started working with Art, and Art began his journey of cooking with the basics, starting with a nice chef salad. And about, 30 minutes later, we heard, "Oh, I'm really hungry," from Chuck Guider, because the chef salad just didn't seem to last very long. And then he stepped up to the plate and made some really nice mushy grilled cheeses that I believe flapped over on Chuck, and he said, "Oh, I don't really like this grilled cheese."
Yeah, we started out with some salads and progressed to some steamy grilled cheese sandwiches. And then after a little ribbing, he proceeded to go ahead and try something out of his little box, and proceeded to come in with some menus that were a little bit above and beyond him. And you know what? Real quick, he started doing real good.
So there are some other issues that he's dealt with, and he's definitely stepped up to the plate. I have to,
But 1,000% better.
oh, 1,000% better. I give him so much credit for having the desire to cook, and he does a great job.
Art,
Sir, how are you?
dinner time, huh?
Yeah.
Well, before we get to what you're making, let's talk about desire and how it got you where you are today. We've talked to your cohorts and heard what they have to say about the process. What was it like for you? How would you summarize it all?
Well, how can I summarize it? It's like walking into a den of thieves, You either got to join them or you got to get out. So I joined them.
This is no easy meal to make. What are you making tonight?
We are making chicken cordon bleu with roasted red potatoes and asparagus.
So how long did this process take? And not tonight's meal.
Not tonight's meal.
Getting Art to the point where he could make tonight's meal.
Probably since I showed up here.
So
Since last, was it March? We had that big transfer. And I came in and I was told that I would be cooking.
maybe 6 months to get you from when you finally engaged to, and you've been cooking this well for a little while now.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we
you
started
probably
off-
got up to speed in about 6 months.
Yeah, we started off with the cheddar cheese and the boiling the water and a couple other chef salad that went over like a lead balloon.
But before the fire department,
Yeah.
you no cooking at home either.
Oh, no. I took care of myself. I had several famous dishes. I had tuna delight that one of my captains referred to as roadkill, and I had my famous shredded salad, and that was about it. Oh, macaroni and cheese.
Okay, it sounds good, and let's watch your work.
All right. Come on to dinner. 5 minutes, dinner's ready.
Every Firehouse cook has their secrets, and we were fortunate enough to capture one of Art's. He outsources his desserts.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
The traditional.
I'm taking the rest home for free.
But is there any reason the food's not like right up to the edge where it's ready to roll? You may. I ain't gonna tell on him, but Art wasn't even gonna bring any, but I told him that's part of it. This might be my favorite meal.
Good meal, Art.
Art, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
meal. You're well on your way. I think 17 House has another Firehouse cook on
Like
the
Ripley's
shift.
Believe It or Not, isn't it?
The reports I'm hearing, I'm amazed. So, thanks again.
Thanks, Chief. Take care. Come back again.
Well, we had another good meal at the Firehouse. I'd like to thank Virginia Beach Engine 17, the C Shift, for having us. And I hope today showed that don't be afraid to try. You can. It's never too late to learn to be a decent Firehouse cook. Your crew will be glad to help you, and they'll certainly be glad to have another cook on the shift. You can't have too many cooks in the Firehouse. If you'd like us to come check out what you're cooking, we'd like to come eat. So send me an email at brtaylor@vbgov.com. Thanks for watching the Firehouse Meal Program, and as we all know, the cook don't clean.